Hello, beautiful. There has been several times in my life that I thought I was failing. Seeing later now, looking back to the past, I realize and understand I wasn't failing. I was only failing in these times I didn't try. I didn't give a possibility for me. So many times I had good excuses, the best reasons the one can find. Tell the stories and cling to the yesterday. Why the reality cannot be found. So being full of the fear, anxious of tomorrow, further future, I became a storyteller, full of excuses, telling myself beautiful lies why I didn't have a reason to succeed. Yeah, I came from a family that didn't believe in supportive style, so it is not any sub story, it is a possibility to meet your self-confidence, to really make difference in life, that which path is worth to catch, which experiences are the most juicy to go for. So my point of this talking is to remind that everything is about to change. Nothing is going to be the way it used to be yesterday, especially now in these times that the whole world is on that switch that lives behind yesterday. So as I was looking for so many excuses and beautiful lies to keep myself apart from happiness I was worth, I remind that no excuse, no criticism, no bad treatment, nothing, nothing at all in this world can be good enough to stop you walking your mission, your path, your wishes, to make them become true, because the idea of life is to meet the ultimate joy, satisfaction. That has been born from heart. This is the feeling if at the end of the day I'm going to bed and I can honestly tell myself that I did my best. I gave my best try. This is the feeling to go for. To really be satisfied at the end of the day that I did my best. So, and believe tomorrow that the other day yet to come, I can continue. The path of my happiness and really to realize and understand what is my path of happiness, to take a break. To take a little breath, because closing one era and entering into another, the golden era that just got started, before just diving in, to look slightly back, not making any stories, to cling to for another excuses, but just to understand and realize what has been done. So the idea of the direction where I would like to reach in this lifetime would become clear. So if we humankind would like to use the word errors, mistakes, we didn't exactly have to say that we have been doing mistakes, but if we wanted so to name them mistakes, we could take the experience from these mistakes and put it into the future. So instead of blaming ourselves and instead of being harsh to ourselves and feeling sorry about ourselves or being critical to others, we would use that experience and put it into future, so we could really make difference, that we wouldn't continue to make same that we call for mistakes. So to really find the courage from ourselves that no matter what is going on around us in the world, any voice that is out there, any judgment is out there, any criticism is out there, anybody that is about to stop you wouldn't be reason good enough. Stop reaching for your heart. For the future you are anxious to live. Because nobody else is responsible for our lives. Only we are responsible for our lives. We are responsible for our choices and the way of thinking, because the way we think, the reality becomes. Because the thoughts are the creators of the future, of the presence. So, if we found the possibility to use the past just as a huge experience, a huge quantity of the experience that are just lessons that gives us a better possibility to create more lovable future, more lovable tomorrow. And we didn't ask you cling to the past in a way that we are sorry what we did or what we didn't, because it actually doesn't matter. Yesterday never ever cannot be changed, and it is not allowed to be changed. That's why it becomes so important to find the presence. But the presence can be found only via future. The future has to be found before the presence can be touched. As for 40,000 years we have been creating past. Nighttime, darkness. It's called dark era. It is a story. It is deep sleep era. It is illusion. And entering now into this golden era, it's all about creating the future. It's all about creating tomorrow. It's all about waking up and entering into the reality. So once the illusion has been completed, and eventually the experience of reality has been tasted, also experienced, we can enter into the presence, we can enter into the balance. It is quite impossible to really understand what does mean balance if yesterday and tomorrow has not been experienced. We can only have the idea of balance in between all this dark era. What is the balance in this illusion? But this is not the balance of duality. But as we are living in a world of duality, which means black and white and dark and gold and good and bad and love and fear, it means we have to get a possibility to experience both sides to really hit the balance, the presence. Because as long as we live in yesterday, our mind is creating stories, and it always uses the best impression, I do not have a time, which means I don't have a love, as the past is all connected to love, really finding the love and time. It always clings for a beautiful story why the future cannot be created. As long as we are afraid for tomorrow, we keep telling another stories why we shouldn't step into tomorrow, and how we didn't have a possibility to live a life we really wanted because we have the responsibility. But what is the responsibility in the reality? In illusion, the responsibility is taking care of one another and doing this job, another job, and being there for that certain time. But what is the real? What is the real responsibility in future, in reality? It's more bigger than in one little city or one day or one lifetime. It becomes so much more bigger. It hits all the life circle. Creating better future, creating better life to myself. That one day I really can reach the point of the presence and joy myself in that point where I become aware who am I and what I am here for. So I could fulfill these statements. So I really call you up to relax for a moment. And before running any direction, be most definitely sure that this direction you're about to go, it is the correct direction for you. And nobody else can give the answer, nobody else. You can listen to others. You can digest this information, you can feel the recommendations, but at the end of the day, you are responsible for your decisions, nobody else. But any decision is better than no decision made at all. Making no decision means being stuck, not moving on, but the life is all about moving on, about the changes. So just give yourself time, enjoy a little bit the new nature that has become so pure, so beautiful, so lovable. And then get onto your feet and live your life. Thank you, beautiful, for listening to me, and till to the next time.